Hi, and welcome back to another Shopline Masterclass. Today, we're going to talk about how to grow and warm up your email audience for the holiday season. So, if you don't know what Shopline Masterclass is where we give tips and tricks on how to grow your e-commerce business in all aspects. So, for our guest speakers today, there's going to be myself. I'm Tim. I'm the head of content at Shopline Singapore, as well as Aaron, who is the growth marketing manager. So Shopline is Asia's number one smart commerce platform offering solutions and services to merchants to empower them to sell everywhere from anywhere. So we enable our merchants with an omni-channel solution so that merchants of all sizes can achieve local and international growth. And since 2019, Shopline Singapore has helped over 500 merchants set up their online stores. And there's a lot of brands that you might have heard of like Lush, Hardy Hardy, Fujitsu, and many more. So for today's agenda, we're going to talk about the opportunities coming at the end of the year. So the holiday season, or you can say the last 3 months of the year, is usually the peak sales of any e-commerce store. And for you to achieve that, you need to have email marketing tactics for you to grow your audience. You need to produce good content, for you to be able to drive all this traffic and convert them into sales. And last, you need to have good promotion and good sales ideas for you to hit the target that you're trying to achieve. And last, we're going to talk about Smart Push, which is Shopline's newest email marketing solution. So I'm going to pass it over for Aaron for him to discuss about opportunities.
Okay, thank you, Tim, for your introduction. So let's jump right into the first section, which is about the opportunities coming into the Q4 of 2022, the holiday season. So the 2022 holiday season is going to start from the 31st of October, and then it's going to come to the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, right? So this has been the buzzword for every online merchant because this is like the opportunity to actually get as many sales as the rest of the year combined, right? So to give you guys a bit of a context about the holiday season, especially coming to this year, so 85% of the consumers will include online shopping in their holiday plans. So as you can see in the chart right now, from 2019 to 2021, the number of people who sell who buy online has increased from 80% to 86%. And yeah, obviously you can see that though people who only buy in store decreased from 20% to 14%. So this is hugely impacted by the COVID-19 global pandemic, right? Because in 2020, the behavior has been changed a lot. So because of the lockdown, so buying behavior is also shifting towards online channels, right? So to give you a little bit of more details about the email marketing channel, so first of all, we have to talk a little bit about the existing advertising channels right now. So we have Facebook ads, Google ads are the two main. We also have TikTok, Pinterest are the new kids in the block. So first of all, about Facebook. So that we all know that the Facebook ads has been updated recently about the first party data policy. So Facebook no longer has that as many data as it used to be, right? So that is one very downgrade of Facebook ads. And then Google ads is also just constantly changing everything, changing its algorithm, changing its bidding, and it's just getting more and more expensive. And for other new channels like TikTok and Pinterest, they are nowhere near the point of optimization, and it's still like a new channel to explore, right? So when it comes down to this reality, so online marketers and online merchants, they're all facing this decline of first-party data, so which leads them to the first-party data, which is email marketing, right? So this is something that they can control, they can fully control, right? So a bit of more context. So email is responsible for 20% of online holiday traffic, and consumers who purchase products through emails are more likely to spend more, right? So specifically, they spend 138% more than people who don't receive any email. And there are some very interesting numbers. Is that on Black Friday 2021, 136 million emails were sent, right, with the highest number of emails opened and clicked, right? And then going after that, there's the second highest, which is the Thanksgiving 2021, has 115 million emails were sent, right? And yes, so we have Cyber Monday as well. The follow-up was 120 million emails. So you can see that these are like the numbers that just say it for itself, right? So email is the channel that guarantees the first party data, that guarantees the results, that guarantees like the number of engagement for an online stores, right? So before I talk about like the content of the emails, which is obviously very important because that is where brands engage with the customers, right? We need to know exactly how we can actually acquire the audience for email marketing, right? Because to send emails, we need audience, right? So in the next part of the webinar, I'm going to talk about some tactics to grow your audience. So I think that there are many ways. There are many ways to grow your email audience. So one way to do it is to run advertising campaigns. So basically, you run ads and then you offer something. You offer like a discount or something in return, so that customers can share with you the email, right? But in the very short term of holiday season in 2022, when you put into the fact that we only have about a month left until the holiday season actually starts, I want to share with you some short-term tactics that can actually help you boost up the email audience in the short term, right? So the first tactic is to exchange discount codes for email addresses. So this is the most common tactic in terms of email marketing, in terms of growing your email list for online businesses. So people would usually exchange discounts. People would usually exchange emails for like a discount code for a shop, for an online shop. For example, if you go to a website, online store, that you would usually see something like fill in your email to redeem a code, a discount code, something like that, right? So there are many other forms of that. For example, it can be a direct discount from the total order, or it can be like offer free shipping, or it can be like take completely one item off the cart, right? So there are many ways to have some kind of win-win situation for both the seller and the buyers, right? So that is the first tactic. The second one is build buzz by pre-launching. So this is a very nice way because especially coming into the Q4, there will be many new products. There will be many new sales and promotion programs that are going to be launched by online brands. So that being said, you should try to leverage these campaigns, these pre-launching campaigns to just create the hype, right? Create the buzz for audience, right? So you can create new products, or you can lead the people to the big sales to just get like exclusive view or exclusive experience for the new product, right? Or get like a notification for the new sales coming up to 50%, something like that, right? Or another way to do it is just to promote by using media. Like you can have like some kind of go behind the scene holiday photo shoot for the new product or for your new campaign, or just some sneak peek of what's going to happen in Q4. And then you also should try to set a solid 2 to 3 week pre-launch strategy around what's coming, and giving those subscribers first dips, early access and special gifts with purchase, right? So things like that will actually, first of all, create hype, right? Increase your brand awareness, and second of all is get yourself some very spicy, I would say, email audience. Right. So the next one is about grow your email list quickly through giveaways or freebies. This is also a very common tactic. The only downside of it is that you're gonna have to pay some money in order to get these, because you basically have to do a giveaways for the users, right? So this is just like exchanging discounts, but here you are actually giving away something tangible, right? So it can be give away an iPad or give away an iPhone or something like that. But I would definitely recommend not doing that, because when you are giving away like an iPhone, right? Everyone can be your customer, right? But so that's why the quality of the email audience would be lower. So instead, what you can do is to give away your product, right? Or your partner's product that is basically the complementary brands, right? So by doing that, you can actually attract like more closed, right, and better targeted audience to subscribing to your email list, right? And the last tactic is to collaborate with complementary brands. So it's pretty much the same with the previous one I just mentioned. So yeah, you can do the giveaway, or another thing you can do is to just have like co-promotion programs together. Like you can feature each other in social posts, or you can do like live streaming together, or you can just host a seminar or like an offline event together, right? So those tactics can actually help you get to the email list, the email audience of your brands, of your partners database, right? So those are the things that you can do to actually increase your email audience in the short term, right? Right. So that is some tactics to increase your to grow your email list. So moving to the next part, let's talk about how to increase your email engagement, right? So here I have divided into three parts. So there will be technical fronts, there will be content calendar fronts, and there will be content strategies front, right? So for the first front, technical, what you should do before to at least ensure that you don't get into spam box, and furthermore you want to get a higher engagement rate, is to review your subscribers. If you're sending emails constantly to someone that never opens your email or never cares about your emails, that can really hurt your email reputation in the long run, right? So the lack of engagement from inactive segment is damaging your overall sender reputation. So what you should do is try to remove, filter out all the inactive segments, all the inactive subscribers, or people who haven't engaged with you, or who haven't opened your emails more than 90 days, right? So this is the first thing that I would definitely recommend you, because you imagine that in the holiday season, you're going to be sending a lot of emails, like twice, thrice, like 4 or 5 times a week, and you don't want your emails to land to the people who don't care. So because if they are not interested, they can very easily report your mail server, right? And it can really damage your brand reputation. So that is the first thing you should be concerned about. So just try to filter out all the inactive subscribers or unsubscribed people, right? The second thing I want to share is about sending frequency. So there's a very vivid stat that I want to share, is that 78% of consumers unsubscribe from emails because brands were sending them too many emails, right? So basically, spammy is not recommended, right? So we should never take advantage of email for too much. So I think that in Q4, generally, you can send 2 or 3 times per week. It's a good frequency, right? And then on the week of the main holiday, like for example, in the week of Black Friday, or in the week of Cyber Monday, those days, you can actually send once per day. But I think that in general, don't try to take advantage of that too much, all right? And then the third element of the technical front is the time to send emails, right? So the best time in the week is from Tuesday to Thursday. This is also the time where people are most engaged with the emails, right? Because people, they go to work and then they might as well check your email, right? And then the time of day to send emails is from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. is one. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is one. And then 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So those are the times that people are most likely to check your email, right? So that is for the technical front. And then we have content calendar. So why am I saying this? It's because you want to plan your email strategy. You want to plan ahead, right? I can see that there are a lot of merchants make the same mistake, that they don't plan ahead and they just wait until that day comes, and then they think of the promotion, they think of the content, and they prepare the audience and they send. It's very last minute, right? And you should not do that. Why I'm saying this, because without like a well prepared content, your audience might not be like your audience might be taken away by some other brands, right? By your competitors already. So definitely try to plan ahead. So another thing I want to share about the email strategy is you want to diversify the types of content that you're sending, right? So don't always just sell when you're sending emails. People hate being sold, right? People love being communicated with. So what I'm saying is, try to think of email marketing as like you're talking directly with your customers, right? If they come in, you don't want to just sell to them immediately, right? You want to communicate, you want to ask them, you're gonna have a conversation with them, right? So you can have multiple topics, like, for example, aside from selling, aside from promoting, discounts and things, you can actually talk about how to use a product or how this product can benefit you, something like that, right? Or just regular thing, like, for example, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. So those things can actually warm up your audience, right? And it can benefit you in the long run. So that is the first element. The second one is personalization. So definitely personalization has been the keyword for marketing for the last 10, 20 years already, because it is the thing that can actually get people's attention, right? Personalization is what gets the attention. So there's a fun stat that it actually increases the email engagement by at least 20%. So definitely don't skip that part. So the personalized fields can be, your name. So obviously customer's name, right? And then the date of birth. So for example, if like a birthday of a customer falls exactly on like a sales program or something like that, you can actually have like a huge discount for them, and you can actually turn that customer into a loyal one, into someone who actually promote for you, right? So some other personalized field can be existing card, purchase items, or preferred items, right? So those can be, you can actually send an upsell email, or like give them like a huge discount so that they can actually make the payment for the existing cards, or things like that, right? So the third element is about mobile optimization. So yeah, I think that mobile alone has been the trend for marketing, right? Let alone e-commerce, because right now people, they go to internet by mobile, they surf Facebook, Instagram, all those social media via mobile. So I definitely think that for email as well is something that you should not skip, right? Email not optimized for mobile get deleted by 71% of users, and 30% unsubscribe from the list of emails that are not mobile optimized. So this is the stat speaks for itself already, right? So you should definitely try to get your email content, email design mobile optimized. All right. Right. So another thing I want to share is about the content strategy. So this is actually the third element of trying to optimize the email engagement. So there are some tips for you to take on. So the first one is to write subject lines that your audience cannot resist. So subject lines is the number one factor that decides whether or not your audience is going to open your email or not, right? So it can so you should try to leverage some of the keywords, some of the languages that can be benefit. So for example, it can be like some kind of sales driven, like hot deal, promotion, discount, saving or free shipping. So those keywords are very sales driven, right? Sales oriented. So that's definitely something that you can try, especially on like the main occasions like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or Christmas, those days, right? And then there's timeline, right? So it can be something like order now, limited time, today only, things like that, right? And then there's holiday. So you basically just just mention some holidays that people can relate to. And then last is about words of gratitude, thanking them, your customers, give them like appreciation for their support, right? So another thing to take note is about promoting those Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales early. These are not just single day sales, right? Because like BFCM, right, it can last for like weeks, right? So a lot of people, like 1, 2, or even 3 weeks prior to the event, they just go to the website to check if there's any kind of discount yet. So definitely try to promote 3 or even 4 weeks before the sales. Is going to be a good choice for you, right? Next part is about utilizing last minute deals. So it is actually try to take advantage of the FOMO for holiday sales. So that's definitely a plus. Relieve the worries. So there are a lot of barriers when customers are purchasing something, right? There are a lot of barriers a lot of questions they have to answer, right? So the two most common questions during holiday season is when people are buying gifts for their loved ones or their friends, right? The two questions are, first of all, will my gift arrive on time for the holiday? You know that holiday season and like Christmas or New Year's Eve, those products have to be arrived on time, right? So 20% of people worry about this. And the second question is about, will this gift be easy to return or exchange? So 25% of people worry about this. So these are like the two questions that are most concerned about. And by answering these questions in your email, it can actually help the customers, resolve their worries and then just take action right away, right? And then the next one is send traffic to the dedicated landing page or the purchase page. So, you don't want to have like a very good email, like you just spend like the whole evening writing and then just direct them into like a non-relevant landing page, right? So do make sure that you use the relevant landing page, a dedicated landing page for your email, right? And the last tip for the content strategies is to send post-holiday emails. Everyone wants to be followed up with, right? So it's always nice to follow up with them, to thank them for supporting us. And yeah, just because it's not just about this holiday season, right? It's about moving forward to 2023. It's about holiday season in 2023, right? So those things is definitely worth your concern, right? So that has brought me to the end of my presentation. So I would hope that you guys can take some of my tips into your email marketing strategy. So back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Aaron. So for the next part, I'm going to talk about how you should produce content, for the holiday season. So before we even talk about content, you have to make sure that your fundamentals are set correctly. Do you have a holiday sales plan? Do you have your social media content ready? Did you plan your email marketing campaigns? Are you running performance ads? Are you going to set up retargeting and remarketing ads? Are you going to decorate your store with holiday designs? And the last, that I think, which is the most important thing, is securing your back end, which means making sure you have the inventory, making sure that your logistics company is going to work with you during the holiday season, because it is going to be packed. So these things are all you should do in consideration. So for content, these are the 4 things you should do. You should reintroduce your brand to your email marketing audience or social media audience. It doesn't matter, but just make sure, because at that time you're not the only one doing email marketing or social media posts. Everyone is doing it at a very high rate because it is the holiday season. Everyone wants to make money. So make sure that you reintroduce your brand to people who might have forgotten about it, so that they know, okay, I have subscribed to this brand before, and maybe I'm still interested in buying something for my friends and family during the holiday season. The next thing is to do live streaming on social media channels. So this is not a shoppable live stream. This is just a live stream strictly for branding purposes, making sure your audience knows that you are going to do these crazy sales at this time of the year. The next thing is repurpose your content. So repurpose all your social media content, all your blog content you have written in the past, and repurpose them into emails, or vice versa if you would like to. Just make sure that content is being pushed out at this time, so people are aware of it. And if they're reading and they're ready to buy, it's a plus. And the last thing is to give customers behind the scenes. So I think Aaron talked about this as well. You want to, besides just making money off of your customers and your audience, you want them to know your brand from a personal level. So give them a little taste of your new collections, or highlight or preview them your potential sales or promotions that you will do. So all these four things, they add up to giving you loyal customers who buy from your brand because they believe in what your brand stands for, and that is on the basis of if your products are good. So we want to achieve long-term success here. We don't want to be short-sighted and just look at 3 months, which is the holiday season. Yes, you do make a lot of money, and it could be 50% of your income for the entire year, but let's look at the next 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, because you could be doing this again next year, and you want to make sure that you perfect it and you're building relationships with these customers. And for the next slide, I want to talk about things you should not do. First of all, don't just focus on selling. So it is the end of the year. A lot of people's inboxes are spammed, with 10% off, free shipping, buy one, get one free. Do not fall into that black hole of just pushing out, promotions and discounts. You're going to die. Everyone's going to have the same discount unless you're willing to give up 50% or 80%, which is not sustainable in the long term, right? And the next thing is do not spam your content. So I think Aaron said it's best, just to do 2 or 3 times a week. If you send them an email every day, no matter how good your email marketing system is, you will be in the spam box because it's annoying. People hate it. And the next thing is do not lose your brand beliefs. So a good example is if you're a high-end clothing store, do not sell your clothing because it's Black Friday for $10. Have a standard for your brand. Make sure that your brand stands for what it believes in. This way, you will actually get more customers who trust you because you stand for what you mean. Everything that you're saying on these websites, on social media, on your email marketing, they all align with your brand guidelines and your brand beliefs. The last thing doesn't really have to do anything with content, but it has something to do with a business standpoint is if you have to be clear of your target audience. If you are not, there is no purpose for you to do all these content efforts and branding efforts because you will give them mixed messages and they don't know how to react because yourself, you are not aware and clear of your target audience. So they don't even know if you're pitching to them or promoting to them, which gives them mixed signals. And if you do all these 4 things, you'll get customers who buy from you once or twice, and that's it. You're not setting up yourself for long-term success. You're not even setting up yourself for, holiday season success. You might only generate a small portion of your income if you do these 4 things. So here, I didn't use any email templates or examples. I actually showed up some, posts from social media. So yes, like this Cyber Monday up to 70% last chance is a good way to post if it is near the end of the season to create FOMO to generate that last drop of income. But if you look at the Starbucks, post, it is Christmas because of the Christmas colors. They're not selling you anything. They're not selling you the Frappuccino right now, but they're telling you, that you can get all these things and it's the time for you to share, because it's Christmas. Same thing with the jewelry brand up on the top left. They're not promoting products to you, but they're showing you that they're hinting to you that it is the holiday season. It's time to purchase. Psychological content that works well. So next up, I'm going to give some ideas, for discounts and promotions, during this time of the year. So I think a lot of people do the most common ones, right? So free shipping, 10% off, 15% off, 20% off, buy one, get one free, buy X and get Y, which is like, buy the top and get the pants, stuff like that. And email subscription discounts, which usually just equals to 10% off, right? For myself, this is very beginner. Like, yes, it works. Yes, it does work for all brands because everyone's doing it, but it doesn't differentiate, your sales from everyone else. And let me show you what I would do if I was an e-commerce brand. And I do have experience with Black Friday because a few years ago I was working for a clothing e-commerce store, and I think I do have good ideas to generate discounts and conversions to your store. So the first way to do it is with an early bird offer. So I think a lot of people know that previously in events and bars they do early bird offers, but I think if you migrate this system over to an e-commerce store, it still works and it works wonders. So if I were to sell this best-selling dress, I would limit it to 200. The first 50 can get 50% off. The first 100 can get 75% off. And the last 100 can get 10% off. You're tiering, discounts, but you're also selling very quickly. Because if it's a bestseller and you're selling it on discount, that's like an example Aaron did. Apple, giving out iPhone 14 Pro Max. And it's a good way to do it because customers are buying at a lower cost, and it generates FOMO, to your general audience because they see these early bird discounts and they want to buy. And the most important thing is you're collecting, data for marketing purposes. So if a first-time customer sees this early bird and they're buying it off of just let's say 10%, like the last 100 I just gave an example of, you're getting extra data for your email list, which could work out for you later on, right? So this is a way for you to generate revenue plus get data. And people need to buy gifts, so the earlier the better, right? So if you're starting to do an early bird offer on the 1st of December and people are buying gifts, for the girlfriend, this is a good way for you to convert them, without a doubt. The next thing I would do is offer free gift wrap. It's no secret that human beings are just super lazy. And if you can offer them this little thing where they can buy online and you can gift wrap for them, they will just send it to their the relatives or their friends. It really, you release a burden off of them because gift wrapping is annoying and buying gifts is annoying as well. So if you can buy online and you can offer gift wrap and ship it to them, it encourages customers to come to your store. It allows a chance for them to interact with you on a personal level, non-sales oriented, because you're not charging them for anything, but you're doing something for them. It's a little thing, but I think it works wonders. It makes them feel special as well. And you're getting to know your customers and building a sense of community and hoping that they'll come back after the holiday season. The next thing is a holiday referral contest. So I really like this idea as well. So you can have your original referral, but you can do this on the side as a holiday one, or you can just do it only for the holiday. So give incentives to customers who spread the word. It's good because you're increasing, word of mouth. You're improving your customer retention rate. This is a great ROI for your business because you're basically promoting for free, right? And you can identify who your loyal customers are and build a membership program, for these loyal customers, because these loyal customers are referring once again and again, and then you start to recognize them and you can give them higher incentives as they go as well. So this is a great way for you to not just sell to customers, but also let them promote for you, especially if your brand is good enough and it aligns with the customer and they're willing to do it. This is way better than performance marketing, content marketing. This is literally one of the newest things to do right now for any e-commerce store. One thing I would do as well is social media giveaway. So yes, this webinar is about email marketing, but I think a social media giveaway is good. You can also put a social media giveaway, like the information into your email marketing and drive it to your social media and let them sign up, because what it does is it grows your audience, it increases your engagement, and it builds you for that long-term success that I was talking about, a few slides ago. So make sure that your holiday social media posts include, how to enter the contest, when and how the winners are going to be announced, what the prize is, anything else you want your entrants to know. So what I would do is I would send in a email campaign about social media giveaway, but I will also let them sign up on social media. So do the email marketing, but also let them leave their email when they're signing up as well. So you can add that into your email list for you to do, further email marketing after the holiday season or during the holiday season. And the last thing is gift cards. So, like when I was a kid, people usually buy gift cards all the time. It was for McDonald's, for Nike. But now So with Shopline, your customers can actually buy virtual gift cards and email them to whoever they want to email it to. So what this does is it's also a word of mouth promotion, right? Because when they buy a gift card and they're sending it to someone who's never heard of your brand again, you're gaining potential customers and you're increasing the sales and revenue during the holiday season. So another thing I would do on top of that is with this gift card, add a free gift. So if the person who does use this gift card, they can get an additional free shipping or they can get an additional item with that as well. So you're stacking all these discounts together, making everything look like it's a big deal. And since they're buying, so if your friend gives the relative $50 gift card and you're giving them a gift, there are chances that they'll spend the $50, but they'll buy more stuff as well if your brand and your products are attractive enough for them. So this is a way to also upsell, these new clients or new customers, I would say. And the last thing I want to talk about is Shopline's new email marketing system, Smart Push. So Smart Push is actually just launched last month, and it makes email marketing easier than ever, right? So whenever you want to, let your customers know about when new products are back in stock, when new arrivals are, your summer sale or your Black Friday sale, there are various email templates available for different marketing scenarios and edits. You can edit anything from this email, and it can automatically, detect best sellers in your store, and it can just import discount information as well. So it makes your email writing easier and smarter and more interesting. Another thing that Smart Push is good for is that it has real-time data updates. So whether it's the delivery rate, the open rate, click-through rate, email hot maps, everything about this email that you've sent is trackable. It's connected to Shopline. So as long as you have an e-commerce store with Shopline, you can access Smart Push and you can use all these tools. So it's saving you on a budget, and you can also track everything, which makes your job so much easier when you're trying to find out what's wrong with the email campaigns. It's a really good blessing to have. And you can also do automated emails. So whenever someone has signed up to your newsletter, or when they have abandoned their cart, and they just confirm their order, you can use these automated marketing emails, to reach your customers, push key contents, just to grab them, and maybe even have more potential sales. So all these automated emails, they all have templates. You can just customize it according to your brand color, according to your content, whatever you want to put inside. And like I said in the last slide, it's all trackable, right? So even if it's automated, you know what's going wrong or what's not going, or what's going good with these emails. And what this Smart Push also does is it makes you find the right audience. So they'll segmentate all these audiences for you. So which ones are high value customers, which ones have abandoned carts, which ones have already bought, which ones don't even open your email. So they're all segmented, which is perfect for you, when you do want to do drip campaigns for certain segments. So just overall, it makes your job easier as well. And it also has a guaranteed inbox rate. So I know a lot of other email marketing tools do this as well. I'm going to give a quick example is Customer.io. They also have like a 75% guarantee chance of inbox. So with Smart Push, it does have a 99% chance, and it automatically validate your email addresses and filter out, invalid reaches, making your emails, worth it, and it maximizes, your email potential and profits as well. So a lot of the problems with email marketing right now is that you're just scared it's going to go to spam because so much people are doing it. Just find the right way. And with Smart Push, with this great system, you only need to do 50% of the work. Everything else is done automatically, guaranteed inbox. You can have one-click import your products, one-click import discounts, segmentates your audience for you, tracks everything. It's just a great thing to use. Yeah, so if you were to look at, I'm just showing you a picture of the back end right now. So if you want to do an email, there are also like 50 templates you can choose from. So I think if you were to look for an email marketing tool right now to get ready for the holiday season, this is it. This is the one, because first of all, if you buy Shopline, it comes with it. So Smart Push is free with Shopline, right? So you're buying a store, plus you get a free, really good, usable, email marketing platform for you to just, build, track, and repeat. And that's how easy it is for you to grow your audience on the holiday season. Okay, this is the end for our masterclass today on how to grow your audience for the holiday season. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think Aaron and I brought a lot of good points out. Don't spam. Make sure you have a good email marketing system. Make sure that your fundamentals are in place before you do any promotions, or else your business is going to break down very quickly. And everyone who is in this, listening to this masterclass right now, you do get a free one-on-one consultation with a Shopline representative. So if you do have questions about Shopline's platform or Smart Push, feel free to ask them. I think they'll give you a demo of everything you can do. So it's only a month and a half away from the holiday season. So if you want to get started or you want to migrate to Shopline and try out new features, definitely do it and ask our BDs. And that's all for today. Thank you so much. And if you guys are interested in these master classes, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. And also our next topic is going to be about how to choose winning products for the holiday season. So I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.